We don't think about how far reaching this coronavirus really can be and how it can really devastate U.S. military and civilians, even the ones that live abroad. So, this is really something big. If your U.S. soldiers are hit with this, that's a huge problem for this nation. You know, you were fearing the draft before. If your US military is somehow impacted by this thing, you are going to have to draft. What choice will you have? So, ladies and gentlemen, this came out February 25th, 2020. The Hill, US soldier in South Korea tests positive for coronavirus. I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
A U.S. soldier stationed in South Korea has tested positive for the new coronavirus. It's the first such case involving a U.S. service member. United States Forces Korea said in a statement Tuesday that a soldier stationed in Camp Carroll had tested positive and is currently in quarantine at his off base residence. Quote, USFK is implementing all appropriate control measures to help control the spread of COVID 19 and remains at risk level high for USFK peninsula wide as a prudent measure to protect the force. The military said in its statement, COVID 19 refers to the disease caused by the coronavirus. The outbreak has spread from China to other parts of the world in a span of several months.
Wow.
A top
Wow. You don't think about, we normally don't think about our US troops being impacted by this. And remember, y'all, even after they are showing no symptoms and what they label as cure, even in a cured state, the virus is still there in their system. It doesn't go away. And therefore, that person is still able to spread the virus. So they're still contagious even when they're not feeling symptoms anymore. A U.S. soldier stationed in South Korea has tested positive for the new coronavirus, the first such case involving a U.S. service member. United States Forces Korea said in a statement Tuesday that a soldier stationed in Camp Carroll has tested positive and is currently in quarantine at his off base residence. USFK is implementing all appropriate control measures to help control the spread of COVID 19 and remains at risk level high for USFK peninsula wide as a prudent measure to protect the force, the military said in its statement. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know a large part of China right now is still under quarantine, and this thing is spreading worldwide. Now, yesterday, when I did my live stream, there were 37 different countries listed with the CDC of having reported cases of the coronavirus. And I did see some of the other things out there, like Iran. I think their death toll is up to 18. And, there are more and more coming out. Now, I know in Africa, as far as Africa is concerned, the only location that's hit so far is Egypt. The rest of Africa is not reporting any coronavirus, and there are no reports out of South America as of yet. Okay, so the latest development comes a day after a U.S. military dependent in South Korea tested positive for the virus after visiting a store on Camp Walker, a military base in the southeast city of Daegu, prompting USFK to raise the risk level from moderate to high. The Trump administration has come under fire from public health officials and lawmakers alike over its response to the outbreak. Trump himself tweeted on Monday night that the virus was very much under control. No, it isn't. If you don't know how to, never mind. Yeah, Trump is under control. But as stocks plunge, and I showed y'all that yesterday on Tuesday, the stock market, it started out ahead a few points and then it just plummeted. And that was after the news of Italy and South Korea having outbreaks. And it's getting worse in both places, in South Korea and Italy. But the stocks plunged for the second day in a row on Tuesday amid a tidal wave of concerns over the outbreak. Republican and Democratic lawmakers chided the White House for its apparent lack of preparation. Look, I got another article that I'm going to be doing later, and they are admitting, ladies and gentlemen, this world is not ready for a pandemic. They are not prepared for this at all. And it's finally being admitted. And you can just tell by the way China has handled this whole thing. This hit them right between the eyes. They were not prepared for this. And it's very obvious. And let me tell you something, the US is not prepared for this. How do you keep a virus under control and you don't know that much about this virus? And it spreads very easy. A person can be spreading it and not even show signs that they have it. How do you keep that under control? You know, and Trump, somebody at your White House could have this. You know why I say this? Because your officials are traveling all over the world. People from your cabinet are traveling globally. Do you know how easy it is for them to come and bring that shit to the White House? Very easy. Very easy. So, ladies and gentlemen, um, they're saying that they are expecting this to be announced as a pandemic very soon. They should have been done this. 37 countries, come on. What's taking you so long? You know, this is why when you read through these articles, you got to use some discernment. You just can't go along with whatever these people tell you, just like mainstream media. You can't just go along with what they tell you because, see, mainstream media in this country is notorious for lying and downplaying everything. See, this is not going to look favorable to them. So let's just, if 90 people died, we'll just say 40 people died. That they'll play that numbers game with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, so Trump under heat for kind of downplaying this thing and claiming it's under control. So many of them are saying, he's not taking it seriously and he really should. The CDC and my administration are doing a great job of handling coronavirus. How do you handle it in, never mind. But this is what President Trump is saying. We're just going to go down. So China has been the epicenter of the new coronavirus outbreak, which was first identified in the city of Wuhan in Hubei province. The country has seen more than 2,000 now. It's got to be well 2,500 because when I did my live stream on Monday, they were saying 2,500, and I know it's got to be way past that. And y'all, I don't believe the death is this low. I don't. And China, just like the US, they're not going to give you the true numbers. Just always remember that. South Korea has been the highest number of confirmed coronavirus cases outside China. So, ladies and gentlemen, do what you can to keep your immunity up and just be careful about leaning on surfaces and putting your hands on surfaces if you absolutely don't have to do that. And I do agree, wash your hands a lot more frequently as much as possible throughout the day. Just get in the habit of doing that, and it'll come naturally without you even thinking about it. I wash my hands multiple times every single day, and I don't even think about it. It's just something I naturally do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, you know, your children are coming in and out of the house. Make sure you are giving them supplements and making them understand how important it is to keep their hands washed. We're going to be okay. I really feel that. But those folks that are not paying attention, oh well. And I hear, some of the people upset about the stock market being down because even at a time that a virus is spreading across the earth, there are still a lot of greedy people that put their greed over the health and well-being of the people on the planet. This is just the way they are. They have been like this for centuries. They are exactly like their forefathers. So, ladies and gentlemen, nobody should be shocked about who this is coming from. I don't know why the numbers got to be down. What's the big deal? Why do we have to look at the stock market? Why does the stock market got to be down for 2 days in a row? I don't understand. Okay, whatever, dumb. So, anyway, please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.